The NFL world stood frozen in disbelief. Shedeur Sanders, projected as a top 5 draft pick, plummeted to the 5th round. The Cleveland Browns selected him 144th overall after trading up. Over a month has passed since that shocking April night. The questions still burn. How did this happen? Pro Football Talk's Mike Florio dropped bombshell accusations. Sanders allegedly displayed a nonchalant attitude during crucial team meetings. Teams wanted quarterbacks with businesslike demeanor. Sanders reportedly failed to convince franchises he would show up early and stay late. There's a time and a place to be nonchalant. The pre-draft process, isn't it? Florio wrote. Teams want players who approach things with a businesslike demeanor. When it comes to the quarterback position, they want to know their guy will be showing up early, staying late, and doing whatever it takes to be successful. The meetings with the Browns, New York Giants, and Las Vegas Raiders apparently left negative impressions. Sources claimed Sanders couldn't convince front offices he possessed the work ethic required for franchise leadership. Multiple reporters stated teams emerged with unfavorable opinions after their sessions with the Colorado quarterback. Sanders made another controversial decision. He chose not to hire an agent. The strategy aimed to maximize his contract by keeping the full amount. No 3% agent fee. Florio called this miscalculation devastating. In the end, Shedeur didn't have to pay an agent 3% of his contract, and he ended up with 100% of a pie that's more like half of an uncooked Pop-Tart. Florio wrote. Coach Prime wasn't staying silent. Deion Sanders stepped forward with passionate defense of his son. The criticism hurt. He admitted as much during an appearance on Asante Samuel's podcast. It did hurt, Deion said when asked about the attacks on Shedeur's character. But Deion fired back at the specific allegations. The claims about unprofessional behavior didn't match the son he knew. Deion stated, when you sit up there and say something like he went into a meeting unprepared, Shedeur Sanders, come on. Anybody who knows my son understands he's a professional. You're going to tell me he had on headphones. Y'all, come on now.
When you sit up there and say something like he went in a meeting unprepared, like, dude, Shedeur Sanders, who's had 6 different coordinators, who has still functioned and went up, leveled up every time we brought somebody new in, and you're gonna tell me he
every situation.
You're gonna tell me he had on headphones. Shedeur, anybody know my son, understand he's a professional. Like, he's gonna go into a meeting with headphones on. Like, y'all come.
You know what that tells me, Coach?
The headphones allegation particularly frustrated the Hall of Famer. Reports suggested Shedeur wore headphones during team meetings. Deion dismissed this as fabrication. His son had faced criticism his entire life, simply for being Deion Sanders' son. Shedeur is as committed off the field as he is on it. His attitude is not just about the present, but about where he intends to be in the future, Deion explained. The Sanders family built their foundation on perseverance, resilience, and self-belief. These values weren't inherited gifts. Years of hard work and dedication to football shaped them. The father-son duo shared a mission: conquer the field with raw talent and strategic intellect. Shedeur's confidence became a lightning rod during his New York Giants meeting. His powerful presence sparked intense discussion. Analysts labeled his demeanor brash. Those close to him saw something different. The meeting revealed Sanders' unwavering self-belief. Some viewed this as arrogance. Others recognized it as preparedness and ambition. Each encounter with high-profile teams became an opportunity to demonstrate leadership readiness. Sanders approached these meetings with a specific mindset. He aimed to show not just talent, but his ability to inspire and challenge expectations. The confidence stemmed from years of preparation and a clear vision for his future. Shannon Sharpe refused to accept the narrative. The NFL Hall of Famer appeared on his Nightcap podcast with strong words for Sanders' critics. Sharpe said, "You know what I bet they did? He probably had the headphones around his neck and they talking like he had them on. I bet you that's what they did." Sharpe questioned the motives behind negative leaks from NFL franchises. What did they gain from attacking Sanders publicly? "Y'all don't gotta lie on the man," Sharpe added. "That's it. But look, his dad is prepared for this. Guess what? He's been Deion Sanders' son as long as he hadn't been. He hadn't been anything but that. So, the criticism has always been there." Stephen A. Smith joined the defense with equally passionate commentary. The ESPN personality revealed private conversations with Deion about the family's emotional state. Smith said this on First Take, "Deion, as I told y'all, was devastated. When I came on the airwaves and talked about how devastated he was, I had not spoken to him at the time. I've spoken to him since because he called me to thank me for being accurate about what I was saying about the level of devastation that he had felt." Smith emphasized a crucial point. The draft slide wasn't about ability, because it was a painstaking thing for him to endure, to watch his son plummet knowing it wasn't because of his ability. Shannon Sharpe and Chad Johnson offered a different perspective. The NFL legends highlighted potential benefits of Sanders' draft position. Initial projections had him as a top 5 selection. The fall to day 3 shocked everyone. The Browns drafted him 144th overall, ending a situation few predicted. But maybe the later selection removes immediate pressure. Lower expectations could provide valuable development time. Sanders now competes with rookie Dillon Gabriel and veterans Joe Flacco and Kenny Pickett for the starting position. The Athletic's Zach Jackson reported realistic expectations for the rookie competition. Almost no scenario where a rookie wins the starting job initially. Jackson stated, "Gabriel and Sanders will likely compete for longer-term positioning with the franchise. Flacco and Pickett only signed for the 2025 season. The two rookies appear destined to battle for the Browns' future at quarterback." Cleveland's quarterback room shifted dramatically during training camp. Joe Flacco threw his first interception. The veteran's mistake sent ripples through this competitive environment. Flacco's experience is undeniable. He's won big games and handled pressure throughout his career. But in intense quarterback competitions, every mistake gets magnified. Every throw faces scrutiny. All eyes turn to the rookie with gold chains and cool demeanor. Shedeur Sanders hasn't thrown an interception yet in camp. While early conclusions are premature, people are paying attention. Sanders brings calm confidence that feels different from typical rookies. He's not loud or flashy for attention. He connects with teammates and plays football. That energy is real. It's making waves inside the locker room. Kenny Pickett and Dillon Gabriel also fight for their opportunity. Both bring intensity to the competition, but Sanders carries something extra, a lifetime of watching greatness up close. Growing up with Deion Sanders as father and college coach shaped his perspective. Football became more than X's and O's. It became a mindset. Every day around Coach Prime taught lessons about carrying yourself, showing up, and rising to challenges. That upbringing shows now. Sanders possesses the it factor both on and off the field. He's already one of the most talked about rookies in the NFL. His jersey sales rank among the best. His social media following continues growing. But none of that matters without field performance. So far, he's checking the necessary boxes. The real tests come during preseason and regular season play. The media coverage reached fever pitch after Deion's public defense. Some journalists suggested Coach Prime's outrage awakened something in sports media. The coverage won't be favorable. Florio made his position clear in his analysis. He placed full responsibility on Shedeur for the draft outcome. Florio said, "While everything that happens from this point forward is up to him, everything that has happened until now isn't on anyone but him." The criticism extends beyond individual behavior to family guidance. Some point to Deion's advice as problematic. Others defend the father's role in his son's career development. Reports suggest teams emerged from meetings with specific concerns about Sanders' commitment level. The exact details remain unclear, but multiple sources confirm negative impressions formed during the pre-draft process.